Hi friends, my name is Abhishek Dattagupta and today I'm going to share with you one very interesting and useful hack on using whiteboards and notes in Microsoft Teams. Whenever we have some kind of a meeting, often we need a kind of a section where we can explain a concept in more detail. If we are in a physical meeting and we have a whiteboard, it is very easy for us to explain using a marker. But in the digital space, when we are having a meeting with our fellow colleagues over Microsoft Teams, how can we enable it? That is what we are going to see now. On my screen, you are seeing already that I have put up Microsoft Teams. It is open here. And before I go into a meeting, let me just first go to Microsoft Store and download the Whiteboard app. And I would recommend you also, like before using the Whiteboard, please go ahead and download the Microsoft Whiteboard from the Microsoft Store. So I go to the search, I search for whiteboard. Okay, yeah. So you will also find Microsoft Whiteboard like this, and then you can click on the get and you can download it in your laptop. In my case, I've already downloaded and installed it. I'm not going to launch from here because I wanted to show you how we are going to use it during a meeting. So the first step or the prerequisite, if you ask me, would be that you download the Microsoft Whiteboard beforehand. Once you have done this, let's say we are in this team called YouTube and I want to be in a meeting already. This is a meeting that is going on. I click on meet now, and here I don't need to right now enable the video. Okay. So for the purpose of this training, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now share the whiteboard, right? So using the share button, if I click here, you can see we have different options below, starting from the left side, like desktop, window, PowerPoint, and then of course whiteboard. So this is the option we will select. Once I click here, so the entire screen will be loaded by this whiteboard and it will ask me, okay, use whiteboard, which is default, or download. I don't want to download now, or you want to open the app. I don't want to open the app separately. I want to use it within Microsoft Teams, within the meeting that I'm currently going in. So let's say other people are also there in the meeting, and this is what I will see at first glance. So on the left hand side, you don't see anything, but on the right hand side you see a set of 4 pencils with different color. I go ahead with the default black color, and maybe I have some kind of diagrams that I want to create and explain my fellow colleagues in terms of some concept. So I can just go ahead and create this here, right? So I can now use the whiteboard. I want to accentuate certain concepts. I can use a different color, and then I can go ahead and use the whiteboard now. If I want to use the eraser, yeah, let's say while discussing we found out, okay, this flow diagram doesn't make sense, we can rub it off and we can again start from fresh and write it. Once we are done, I will stop the presenting, I will stop the sharing, and we will go further with our discussion in the meeting. Now, let's say while doing the meeting, we also feel the need for taking notes, like somebody wants to maintain the meeting minutes. So uh, we also have this nifty feature. For that, I want to click here in this three dot section. I click here. Okay, I have this option called show meeting notes. I click this and I want to start taking notes, or someone in our team, we have asked him or her to start jotting down the meeting minutes. So, so we can name it as meeting minutes. And of course, they can add more details. If some action item is there for someone, I can just note it down, and I can go ahead and use formatting if I want. And once I'm done with it, I can just go ahead and close it, or I can see it in the notes tab. We will go to the notes tab also. So let's now assume that okay, the discussion is over. So we come out of this call, we will we'll hang up on this call, and then we come back to our teams. Now you see here there is a new tab added, and this is because we use this notes feature where we were taking the meeting minutes, and now someone who has not attended a meeting because of XYZ reasons, he can also come and see, okay, what was the discussion that happened, and if there is any action item that has to be taken from his or her side. Now, this is about the meeting notes. Now, what about the whiteboard? We did do some drawings, and we did come to some consensus on the things that we discuss on the whiteboard. And let's say after the meeting somebody comes up to you and say, you know what, can you just share that a picture of the details that we discuss on the whiteboard. Now to get that, I would request you to again open the whiteboard app now. So here we have the whiteboard app, and now I want to open it. So already you can see that it is showing the last meeting whiteboard details. I can go inside again, and I can see, oh, this the diagram is still there. And if I want to make some corrections, I can do that corrections again, and then I can export it as a PNG, or export it as a SVG format. And let's say I want to export it in the PNG format. This is the new diagram we were talking about, and so I have saved it on my desktop, and I close this app now. So what I'm going to do right now is just quickly switch over to my desktop. Okay, here is the file. I can bring it into MS Teams and just drag and drop here and click. It's still uploading. It's done uploading. I click here. Now I have my diagram into the space in Microsoft Teams as well. I can directly access this. And of course, if the conversion sessions keep going on and later you want to access it, you can also access this diagram from the file section. You can see the new diagram has been uploaded, and you can always go here and refer to the whiteboard diagram that we uploaded just now. So I hope this hack of using whiteboards and meeting notes was useful to you. Do make use of these two cool hacks in your next meeting. And I want to share more such videos with you. So if you like this video, do click on the like button and click on the subscribe button to be in touch with more such interesting Microsoft Teams hacks.